practice it. 5.2. We go for the second sum now. In each of the following examples, find the coordinates of point A which divides segment PQ in the ratio A is to B. So there are three sums here, girls, out of which I will be doing 2 and 1 is for you to complete. So I will do the first and the second one. Okay. So let us start. Point A. So the coordinate of point A is not given. So let us take it as x comma y. Point A, x comma y divides segment PQ in the ratio. According to the first one, the ratio is given as 2:1. Okay, keeping this in mind, let us go further to find the coordinate of A according to by section formula. Yes, girls, you have to write this, and in first step you have to write the formula. What is the formula? Let us recall the formula. Here you have your point P and Q. Here you have the point A. The ratio is 2:1. I hope you remember initially it is m:n, and here it is x1 y1. According to this question, it is -3,7, and Q is 1, -4. So don't forget to write the formula. M into x2 plus n into x1 upon m plus n, at the same time m y2 plus n y1 upon m plus n. So we know which is our x1 y1, -3,7, which is x2 y2, 1 -4. And what is the ratio? According to the sum, it is 2:1. So let us substitute. What do we get is 2 into 1 plus 1 into -3. Whenever there is a minus sign, put it in bracket so that we don't mess it up or we don't forget the minus sign. What about the y coordinate? We have 2 into -4 plus 1 into 7 upon 2 plus 1. Okay, I hope you are doing along with me, girls. Now you are going to help me in the calculation. Quickly tell me, what is 2 ones are? Yes. 1? Okay, 2. 1 into -3, so it becomes -3. Very good. 2 plus 1 is 3. Put a comma. Here you have -8 plus 7 upon 3. Okay, so what do we get now? Yes, 2 minus 3 is 1 with a minus sign. Why minus sign? Because a greater number has a minus sign. So minus 1 upon 3. Here also you get is something 1 minus 1 minus 8. So minus 1. So the answer is minus 1 comma minus 1 comma upon 3 comma minus 1 upon 3. Got it? So this is the coordinate of point A. Is that clear? Now we go for the third one. In the same question, we go for the third one. Now what is there in the third one? It is the same way. Sorry, I said second one. You want me to do the second one? Okay. In the second one, I can see one coordinate is having both negative. So I'll do that. Okay. Second one, here you have 3:4 and P coordinate is what is -2 -5. So let us start. I hope you finished doing the first one. Okay. So here I have to make changes. Ratio also has changed. Rest remains as it is. Right, girls? What else I have to change? I have to change here. That is 3:4. 3:4. And what is the coordinate of point P? -2, -5. And coordinate of Q is 4, 3. Right? I hope we have written it. Let us start now. Yes, the formula is here. See girls, initially I would recommend you to write formula in every sum. Then it becomes a habit. You learn the formula. You don't make error of x2, x1 here, y2, y1 here. You will be particularly writing it correctly, saying orally the formulas so that you learn it as well. Okay. So now once you have written the formula, yes, I am giving you time to do that much. Let us start substituting. So what do we get is 3 into 4 plus 4 into -2 upon 3 plus 4. And for y coordinate, yes, 3 into 3. Yeah, I am sure you will be rushing before me to finish and making me wait. Now here the calculation is very simple. If you see, the numbers are very simple. Table of 3, 4, 5, and I think you are good at these tables of single digit number, girls. So you should be fast with calculation. Is that clear? So 3 4s are 12. 4 2s are, yes, -8. Very good. 7. And what do we have here? 9. 4 5s are -20 upon 7. So what do we have? 12 minus 8 is, right here, 12 minus 8 is 4 upon 7. 12 minus 8, so it is positive. 9 minus 20, so -11 upon 7. So you found here both the times we are getting fraction. Not necessary that every time it would be fraction. Sometimes that the denominator might be divisible or the numerator is divisible by denominator. Wherever possible, you can cancel it out and write the lowest possible term. Is that clear? Okay. Now we go to sum number 3. Now, in the second sum and in the third sum, can you make out what is the difference? In the second sum, the ratios were given, the coordinate of the 2 points were given, but for the third sum, find the ratio. You have to find the ratio. So the ratio has to be found, but the coordinate of the point which is dividing in the given ratio is given to us. We have to only find is the ratio. So we assume that let the ratio be as we want always, m is to n. That is how we start the sum. We assume the ratio and then we write the formula and we substitute and we get the answer there. Okay, so let us start with the third sum. I hope you're done with the second one. Okay. So how do we start this sum? Come on, start writing the statement. Let, yes, start writing. Let point T divide the segment PQ. T divides segment PQ in the ratio m is to n. Okay. Bisection formula, we write the formula there. by section formula. See, girls, when we write this, immediately what will be the next following step? The formula. So let us write the formula. Here the formula is for T. Substitute and write the formula. mx2 plus nx1 upon m plus n. See girls, when I am writing, I am saying it same you should also do. Correct? You will also orally say the formulas when you are writing it. You need not shout it out, you can just say it in your mind so that you learn it. Done? Now, for T we have given the coordinate as minus 1, 6. Is that very clear? And we go further. M. So let us take P and Q. P as x1, y1, Q as x2, y2. So what do we get? M into 6 plus, yes, what did I say? P as x1, y1, Q as x2, y2. Sorry, x2, y2, yes. So M into 6 plus n into minus 3 upon m plus n. You have this as the x coordinate. What about the y coordinate? M into minus 8 plus n into 10 upon m plus n. Now see here, we have two choices, that is, we can take minus 1 is equal to the x coordinate here, or 6 is equal to the y coordinate. Both, any way you take, you reach with the same answer girls, but you can take a decision here. So to avoid minus numbers, you have minus here. Any way you take, you are going to land with the same problem. Okay. So let us start. I take x. So what do we have is minus 1 is equal to, yeah, now I am writing equal to 6m minus 3n upon m plus n. Okay, let us go further with the calculation. Minus 1 into m plus n equal to 6m minus 3n. I hope it's visible. Okay. Further. Yes. We open the bracket. So the minus sign goes inside the bracket with each variable there, giving us minus m minus n. Is this very clear? Equal to 6m minus 3n. Right? Now bring m terms together, n terms together. So what do? I bring m this side, I take n other side. So it becomes 6m. When the m from here goes that side, it will become plus m. And minus 3 comes this side. So 3n minus n. 7m equals to 2n. Followed so far? Now, therefore, what is m upon n? M upon n. 7 goes to the other side. So it is 2 upon 7. Have you understood this sum now? Right? So what is the question asked? Which ratio? 2 is to 7. Now if you want to cross check, you can just put the value of m and n here and see whether you are getting 6. You need not solve it girls, you can just put it there and do the calculation fast and see whether you get back to 6. Yes, and if you get back to 6, your sum is correct. Okay. Now after this, we go to next is, I give you time to complete.